Hello friends, so how are you? I hope you are doing well. Okay, so in the previous video you have already discussed basic things about the JavaScript functions. Okay, that a function is a block of code that perform a specific task. Okay, and what is the calling, what is the syntax. Okay, so we have talked about theoretical part. Okay, so now uh, I will talk about the practical things. Okay, so might be some people who is beginner that can be confused. Okay, because a lot of things we have discussed. Okay, so if you are a beginner, if you are a beginner, so in this video we will talk about practical things. Okay, so let's go to that online editor. Okay, so here this is the online editor. Okay, so we have already discussed in the previous video that what is the syntax, but let's again we need to discuss that. Okay, that how to declare what is the syntax. Okay, of the function. So we need to use function keyword. Okay, right, and then function name, function function name. Function name can be anything. Okay, as per your requirement. Okay, and then you can pass parameters, parameters. Parameters are, you can say, arguments. Here guments. Okay, and then curly braces start and curly braces close. Okay, and here you can pass statement, statements one, statement two, statement three, statement like that. Okay, statements and okay, so as per your requirement you can add whatever the statement you need. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, uh, to define the functions. Okay, so you need to remember that. Okay, you need to use function keyword and function name. If you are a beginner, so might be that you will get slowly. Okay, but you are a experience holder. Okay, if you have idea about the programming language we can get directly. So when once whenever I um, record the video, um, whatever the topics we discuss, and that only discuss perspective to beginner. Okay, that what can be means that video should be clear understanding for the beginner. Okay, if you are a beginner, so he can understand directly. So that things in my mind always going on. Okay, so that's why I try to explain more and more. Okay, so here you need to define any function name. Okay, so like that, suppose here I want to uh, define a function like function function function. Okay, hello function, hello function. Okay, so function can be without parameterize. Okay, so here you can see here that is, this is the syntax. Okay, parameters arguments that is not mandatory. Okay, so suppose if without parameter there is a different syntax, if without return type there is a different syntax. Okay, so that is uh, all things is mixed in that inside the syntax. Okay, so no problem here. So here let's function. Okay, so hello function. Okay, so this is the simple console, console.log hello function. Okay, so this is the function definition. Okay, here this is the F1CTION function DEFINITIONS definitions. Okay, so what function you have declared? This is the function keyword. This is a hello function name. Okay, we are not passing any parameter. Okay, and the statement, what is the statement? There is only one statement, console hello function. Okay, so you have defined that function. Okay, and I want to run. Okay, once we click on this run, okay, so there is no output here. You can see there is no output. So what do you need to do? We need to call the function. Okay, so how to call the function? Hello function name, okay, and the parenthesis. Okay, so here what is this? This is calling function. Okay, so now what will happen? JavaScript controller will call this function, then this function will execute and output will come hello function. So let's run. So you can see here hello function. Okay, you are able to see that hello function. So this function is executed. If we stop the function, okay, you stop the calling of the function, so what will happen? There will be no output. Okay, so here you can see there is no output. So we need to call the function, then the function will execute. So now you can see here that is the output hello function. Okay, so you can understand the function calling and function definition. This is the function definition, and then after defining the function, you can call the function. Okay, so how can you call? Using function name and parenthesis. Okay, so this is the definition of function and calling of the function. Okay, so I think you should not confuse about that. Okay, so this function is without parameter. Function definition without parameter. Parameters. Parameters or argument. Don't confuse argument or parameter. That is the same. Okay, name is different. Arguments. Arguments. Okay, so now let's here let's comment this. Okay, comment this. Okay, this is a slash star and star slash. This is a use for multiple line comments. Okay, so now we have discussed without parameter. Now we want to discuss function definition. Function definition, definitions definitions with parameter. Parameters parameters. Okay, so suppose this is the function hello function. Okay, hello function. So hello function, we need to pass parameter. So parameter can be anything. Okay, can be one, can be two, can be means param one, param two, parameter param three, dash param n. Okay, means parameter can be anything. Okay, so as per your requirement you can define n of parameter. Okay, so I need to use only one parameter. Okay, I will pass the name. Okay, so what you need to do? You need to give the parameter name. So I am giving parameter 1. Okay, so what parameter we are passing here? Param 1. Okay, so once we call, so how to call the function? Calling calling and function with parameter means argument. Okay, so we need to give function name, and we have defined the parameter. Okay, so we need to give the any value. Okay, so here I am giving parameter values. This is the learning learning of the function. Okay, and now you can add here hello function plus you can add param. Okay, so what will happen, this function will call hello function. Okay, and whatever the value you are passing, this value will assign inside the param1, and param1 here that will console. Okay, so what is the param1? Param1 is a variable. Which variable? It is the local variable. Okay, so whatever the value will pass, okay, that value will be assigned inside the param1. Okay, so let's call this function. So what will happen, what will be the output? Hello function, a colon colon, and then I will come, this is the learning of the function. Okay, so here let's run. Okay, so you can see here output hello function, this is the learning of the function. Okay, so whatever the parameter value you will pass, that parameter value you will assign into the parameter variable. Okay, and then parameter variable you can use. Okay, and suppose if you are calling without a parameter, okay, so what will happen, you can see, if you have declared, if you have defined the function using parameter, okay, and you are calling uh, without a parameter. Okay, so what will happen, it will throw the error. Okay, no, actually that will define undefined, that is javascript, no. Okay, I was this is thinking about some other programming language, no? This is javascript. Okay, so no problem. So it will call, but you can get undefined here, you are able to get undefined, right? So you can take care about that. Okay, so that is a parameterized function. Okay, that is the parameterized function. Okay, now let's remove that. Okay, and here remove that. I want to return. Okay, so let's here how to use return statement. Okay, return, return, return statement, use of return statement statements of function. Okay, so inside the function, so how to use the return statement. Okay, so suppose here we are defining let number is equal to 2 plus 2. Okay, so what will be the value, that value will be 4. Con actually console.log. Okay, console.log number. Okay, so here the once you will calling the function, so what will happen, it will print 4. Okay, so here you can see that it is printing 4. Okay, so 4, now I want to return this statement, this value, number of value, okay, outside of the function. Okay, so what you can use this console as well, no problem, but I don't want to print that, so let's remove. I want to return this value number 4 outside of the function. So how can you return that, you need to use a return statement, return number. So what will happen, the number, the 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 will assign into the number variable, and then number, once that function will call, that number will return. Okay, so here console.log. Okay, so you can now call the function, so that value will return and that value will be printed. So let's run. So you can see that 4 value is 4 is, you can see here now output is 4. Okay, so 4 is able to accessible outside of the function. Okay, so you can use return statement. Okay, and suppose I want to store that variable, so here let xyz whatever the value. Okay, and now call this function control x control v. Okay, and remove this and print xyz. Okay, so here xyz xyz colon plus xyz. Okay, so what will happen, the function is defined hello function, and we are declaring and defining local variable. This is a num, so this is a local variable num. The num cannot be accessed outside of the function. Okay, so here 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 4 will here return number. So what is the value of number is 4, so 4 will return. Okay, so once hello function is called here, calling, so that will return 4. 4 will return, so 4 will assign inside the xyz, and then xyz is plus xyz means xyz we are printing. Okay, so let's see the output here, xyz colon colon 4. Okay, so now this way you can use a return statement. Okay, and you can call directly inside the console log. Okay, and you can get the values inside the any variable, and then you can debug that. Okay, so that is the uh, calling of function. Okay, so that is the one way that we can use. So suppose I want to use without here. So here I don't want to declare this, I want to use a number 1, number 2. Okay, and I want to return, okay, number 1 plus number 2. Okay, so what will happen, and I need to call parameterize na? This is a parameterize. Okay, so we are passing 2 and 2. There are two parameters we have defined here, declare here, two parameter declare, so we need to pass two values here, so we are passing two values using comma separated. Okay, so what will happen, 2 here will 2 come, here will 2 come, so 2 plus 2 is equal to return 4, so 4 will assign here, and then 4 will print here. Okay, so you can see here that is coming 4. Okay, so suppose I want to change here 7, so 7 will pass here, and to pass here 7 plus 2 9, so 9 will be returned here, so 9 will assign here, and 9 will be print. Okay, so here you can see that here 9 we are getting, and also without you can call directly. Okay, here you can call directly. Okay, so now let's run. Okay, so you are able to see that xyz is equal to 9. So you can call directly inside the console.log also, or inside the uh, so this is called named function. This is called named named function. This is called named function because the function has a name. What is the name? Hello function. Okay, so this is the named function. You can take, if you are a beginner, so you need to take care about that. This is the name function. Okay, so we can also define or declare anonymous function. Okay, so this is the named function, you need to take care about that. Okay, so you have understand that parameterized function, without parameterized function, with return statement, without return statement. Okay, so and now this is called named function. Okay, so there is other function that is called without name, without name function. Okay, without name means the function has no name. Okay, without name function means, yeah, you can say anonymous function, anonymous anonymous function. Okay, so you can say without name function or anonymous function, you can say. This is the named function because the function has a name and using that name we are calling. Okay, so but without a name function, without we means anonymous function, how you can call, how to use that. So let's discuss here how to use. Suppose let I want to uh, get name. Okay, get name. Okay, here, so I have declared the variable get name. Okay, and here function keyword should be used. Okay, because then javascript controller identified this is a function. Okay, so we need to use function keyword. Okay, and what we are doing, we need to declare name function using function keyword and then function fnctm function name. But here we don't want to use a function name. I want so what you need to do, we need to pass, you need to give the parenthesis here. Okay, then you can use here what console console dot log console dot log. Okay, here hello hello anonymous function means hello anonymous anonymous function. Okay, so you have declared, you have defined the function anonymous function, but how to call, because it has no name. Okay, so we have whatever the value is that will assign into this variable. Okay, so we can use to how to call anonymous function, calling anonymous anonymous function, whatever that. Okay, anonymous function, that is na anonymous function, calling anonymous function here. Okay, so this is the variable, so need to use variable and we need to pass parenthesis only because this is the without parameter anonymous function. This is the without without parameter without parameter and without return, without parameter and without return function. Okay, anonymous function, anonymous function. Okay, so here how to call, we need to use variable name and we need to pass parenthesis, there is two parentheses. Let's run. So what output should come, hello anonymous function. Okay, so you can see here hello anonymous function. Okay, so this is the in the previously I have discussed that without a parameter function. Okay, and without and with parameter. Okay, means this is a with parameter function and without parameter function all we have discussed, and without parameter and return statement we have discussed. With parameter return statement have discussed. So here you can see that this with parameter and there is a return statement. So same without parameter anonymous function. Okay, and now I need to discuss with parameter function, anonymous function. Okay, so here we need to pass parameter param1 param 2. Okay, so what we need to do, this is the parameterized anonymous function, so we need to give the value here to 4. So what will happen, this get name and then parenthesis and parameter 1 parameter 2, because this function is no name, so using that variable you can call the anonymous function and pass the parameter. Okay, so this is the without, this is the with parameterized anonymous function. So we are passing 2 and 4. So now hello function here plus param1 plus param 2 means 2 plus 4 will be 6. So hello anonymous function, that will 6 output will come. Okay, so you can see here hello anonymous function output. Okay, I have given Okay. It's this is why 2 to 24 is coming. This is treating string format. Okay, no problem here. So let's that is a synthetical error. No problem. So now you can see here hello anonymous function 6. Okay. So now you can see here without parameterize anonymous function, and now this is the with parameterize anonymous function, how to use that. Okay, so suppose I don't want to print inside this. Okay, I want to print I want to get here console console dot log. Okay, and variable name and parameter, and here and now I want to return return param param 1 plus param 2. So what will happen? 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 will return and 6 will print. Okay, so you can see here the value is 6. 6 is coming here, you can see. Okay, so you can understand na, that I have discussed as without parameterized function, with parameterized function, and without return statement, with return statement what is the how to use, and without that is named function called. Okay, and without anonymous function we have discussed with parameter, without parameter, and with return type. Okay, so you need to remember that. Okay, so how to use that. Okay, so that is the some functions cases. Okay, let's remove the all the things. Okay, and now I want to discuss uh, nested function. Nested function. Nested function means a function is defined inside a function. So here fnction, a function can be parameterized, a function can be without parameterized. Okay, so let's discuss function hello function fnction pass the parameter 1. Okay, and here declare the function, because we are using nested function now. Function add. Okay, and so now this is the parameterized function, and inside that parameterized function we are defining with without parameterized function. Here with parameterized function, and inside that function we are defining without parameterized function. Okay, so here console dot log print param parameter value here. Print parameter. Okay, means whatever the parameter value will come, that parameter value will print inside the function. How? Because this is the uh, local variable of this function. Okay, and so inside that function we are defining. Okay, so inside that function we are using parameter function. So for this function, for add function, that param1 will be global variable, but for hello function the variable will be a local variable. Okay, so inside for that add function, this is the global variable. So inside add function, the parameter can be accessed. Okay, so if you have confused, okay, if you are getting any confusion, so we have already made a video related to global variable and local variable. You have to watch, and then if you had any confusion, so you can add in the comment box, so we will discuss with local variable, global variable using function. Okay, so now this is the once again I am discussing param1. This is the variable, and this variable is the local variable of the hello function. Okay, and but this param variable is the global variable of the add function. So global variable can be accessed inside the add function. Okay, so now return and return add. Okay, so no, sorry, I don't want to return. Okay, So I want to call add function, okay, here, because this is the local function of the hello function. So add function cannot be accessed outside of the hello function. It will throw the error if we call. Okay, so you can see that add is this saying add is not defined. Why add is not defined? Because add function is the local variable and we are accessing outside of the, you can say, start curly braces and curly braces. We are accessing outside of the hello function, so that should be not accessible, so that is throwing the error. So we need to call here, okay, and this hello function we can call here. So local function means nested function we are calling here, and hello function we need to call. So we need to call hello function, then this function hello function will execute, and inside the hello function that add function will define, and then add function need to call, so then add function will execute. Because we have discussed now that without the calling any function, that is nested, anonymous, without function, without parameterize, all functions should be called, then it will execute, otherwise it will not execute. Okay, so need to pass here parameterize. This is the nested function examples. Okay, so here, so now here need to add calling a local local function or nested function. Here calling calling parent function. So you can say this is the hello function is the parent function of the add function. So you can say it like that. Okay, so let's run here. So you can say this is the nested function example. Output is this is nested function, because the hello function is called, you have passed the this is nested function example, so that value will come, and then add function will define, we have passed console.log, add function will call, so that value is printing here. This is the nested function example. Okay, so you can see that. And suppose you can also return. Okay, you can also return, let's comment here. So you can also return parameterize return int return return param1. Okay, param1. Okay, so also can return 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 add function. Okay, so what will happen? Return. Okay, so what will happen? And the hello function will call. Okay, and that value will pass here, and add function, this add function will call, and that will return param function. So here will be value, this is the nested function example, and you can store any variable here xyz. Okay, and that you can console console.log xyz. Okay, xyz. So means that is too complex for a beginner, but no problem, you will watch that video multiple times, so you can understand here. So you can see here output will become return param. Okay, return return return. Okay, so now you can see here this is the nested function example, because this xyz is printing. Okay, so here xyz plus xyz. Okay, so now you can see here the output xyz. This is the nested example. Okay, how that is passing, hello function is calling here, and the value parameterized value will be passing here, so value will be assigned param1, and then add function will call, add function will return the param1. Okay, so what will be value here? Param1 value means this is the nested if, and then hello function is also returning return statement, so that this is the nested function will come here, and then assign inside the xyz, and then xyz we are printing. So so that is the nested function. Okay, so let's remove the nested function example here, and now I want to discuss that means that a self invoking function here. Self, self, self invoking function. Okay, or you can say immediate function. Immediate, I double M E D I A T E L Y, immediately invoke function you can say. Okay, so there are multiple name you can say na? So suppose we are declaring here, declaring xyz is equal to, we don't want to call the any function. So we have already discussed now in the previous video that how to uh, define or call in the self invoke function. So let's discuss again here. So self invoke function, we don't want to call the function here. So what we need to do, we need to add first two parentheses, and inside that parentheses we need to define anonymous function. FUNCTION means without name function. Okay, FUNCTION, so that is the anonymous function. Okay, that is the anonymous function. We have already discussed now that anonymous function. So anonymous function, and inside the two parentheses you can define the anonymous function. So here anonymous function also can return. Okay, anonymous function can be a parameterized, just I have discussed before earlier this example. Okay, so here console console, sorry, return, then we'll return, then will the value here return 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 hello self invoke function or immediate calling function. Okay, so what will happen, automatically no need to call the function. Okay, so if we print here xyz, okay, suppose you want to print here xyz, so what will happen, the function will automatically call, and that whatever the value you are returning, that will assign here and will print console dot log here xyz plus xyz. Let's run. Okay, so you can see here the output and function return. Okay, okay. Here we need to add na some parenthesis as well. Okay, so now you can see the output here, dsk hello self invoke function. Okay, so you need to define two parentheses. Inside that parenthesis you need to define the anonymous function, which we have already discussed in the this previous example of this. Okay, and then we need to add two parentheses as well, then it will invoke automatically. Okay, so that is the example. So let's pass some parameterize here. So here uh, so actually no, actually not, there is no meaning if we pass any parameter here, because this is a self invoking, so that is a not meaning of that. Okay, so that this is the immediate invoking example. Okay, so so you can understand here. Okay, suppose I want to add let uh, 8 plus 9, what will be value 17, so we can return here uh, mm, so we can return here and that will assign inside the xyz, so value will be 17. So now the value is coming 17, you can see here 17. Okay, means ddxxyz, whatever the string, and that value is coming. Okay, so we have already discussed that parameterized function, without parameterized function, with return statement, without return statement, and named function. What is the named function? Okay, and without named function. Okay, anonymous function. Okay, parameterized anonymous function, without parameterized anonymous function, and then self-invoking function is immediate invoking function. So we have already discussed related to that function, okay, basics things, okay. So if you have any questions related to that, okay, so you can add in the comment box, and I will discuss with example in next video, okay. And there is more point related to function, that is arrow function. So I will discuss in any coming videos, okay. So no problem, okay. So do you have any questions related to that? So you can add in the comment box, okay. And if the video is helpful for you, so you can share with your colleagues as well, okay. So that's all. Thank you so much. Bye.